What is up? It's the True Vapor Show. We all a bunch of beat down folks because everybody's still tired as hell, but we're here. So, without further ado, we'll go ahead and start taking her down the line. And we probably going to have us a special guest show up here just shortly. So, take it away, Mr. Daniel.
Hello, guys. I'm the tired Daniel, DJ SB Vapes. Today I'm vaping on the Wismec Amor Mini on top of the Rulo RX75. I don't know, I call it Rulo, and even having the triple symbol since it only has one battery. But yeah, I'm also vaping on this very wonky Q class. So Mark's not the only one. With the McGee tank from Coil Art. Actually, very surprising tank. I'm really glad Brian told me about this tank on Las Vegas, and I got one. It's a surprisingly good tank from Coil Art. I'm also vaping on the TFE4 Mini on top of the HPriv from Smoke. And of course, I'm also vaping on the Limitless RDTA on top of the Limitless hybrid mechanical mod with Pegasus Vapor Academy batteries inside anyway. And I'm mainly vaping this amazing juice that became one of my favorite ones, Monkey Nuts from Mikey Vapes. Hit that juice. Also vaping on some Custard de Leche from Adore. This one is pretty well steeped. And I'm also vaping on this one from MCVS. By the symbol is supposed to be the name, so I assume it's forward or something like that. It's a cereal, very good cereal vape, and that's it.
Nice, nice. I was about to go to sleep, but nice. All right, next to him we have Mr. Daryl.
Hey everybody, good morning. Daryl Shergan, Quest for Vape channel on YouTube. It's good to be here. This morning I am vaping also on the Smoke HPriv 220 with the TFE4 Micro with the extra large sleeve and extender in it. I'm enjoying that. I also have my RX 200, which I changed out my ugly blue door and panel for the black one, and on that I have the Rafael X RDA with it. I want to show you this though. Trinity glass top cap, and look at this coil. Look at these coils. These are by a guy on Instagram named Wire. He was hanging out with Squid Dude in Vegas. That is Clapton paralleled with braided wire. Unbelievable. And then just one more thing. I know I got a buffet today. The Tsunami 24, pretty good so far, enjoying that. And as far as juices go, I'm vaping on, surprisingly, a peach mango that I'm enjoying by Black Edition. This is out of Honolulu, Hawaii. And then I also have got Fetty Pop from Confectiony Liquids, delicious. And one more juice, and then I'm done with my buffet. Cereal lovers, Captain O' Captain. Captain Crunch and custard. And that's all for me.
Nice, nice. All right, take it away, Mark.
What's up, everybody?
He was just speaking Mandarin.
I
had no idea.
What is this? The Laissimo touchscreen with the Ghost V2 and then the Triad with the Goon. And I'm vaping on some of this liquid that was recommended by Mr. Daryl himself, the Daily Dose Morning. And I'm also vaping on some motherfucking baby crops. Thank you. Thank you.
Nice, nice. Next to him we have Zachary.
Oh, good morning, ST. Good morning, everybody on the panel. I'm also tired and just getting back into the swing of things over here. Today I'm vaping on that Limitless VPX custom, only one of 10 mech mods. You know, I'm not usually a mech mod person, but I kind of like it. It's nice. On top of that, I got the the Goon RDA with the Trinity Glass Trip Tip, with the brass matchy-matchy. In that, I got some Adore e-liquid, of course. I've been vaping the crap out of this stuff, hazy custard. And then besides that, I'm vaping on, let's see, the Artery Sumamon combo kit, whatever, with my logo on it. That makes it 10% better. And inside that, I have some, weirdly enough, Peach Fuzz by Hit That Juice. I am not really fond of peach or fruits generally, but this has a really nice flavor to it. It's really not as citrusy as most fruits are. And then the only other thing I'm vaping on is the Cool Fire 4 with the Aromizer Supreme on top, and inside of that I have some Chocolate Indulgence by Bloodline E-Juice. BloodlineEjuice.com. Get you some.
Nice. Well, I flew home and went directly back to work without missing a beat or much less a few hours between one another, so I haven't had much time to pull out my toys and play with them yet, but the one that I have that I'm freaking loving right now is the Limitless RDTA. That thing is badass. Got it on top of the Shark. And in that one, and that's all, my buffet's going to be small, but I'm rocking me a little pancake, man. And the only reason why I got this is because me and Fagan was walking around, and he's always been talking about it. And I said, well, you know what? I'm going to give this shit a try. So tried it. Pretty good stuff. So that's what I'm rocking on today. But holy crap, gentlemen. We had a good time. We had a real good time. But I have to say, for everybody sitting here, even Zach didn't even go for work, and we still worked his little ass. But we were some working fools. So every night we were done and we get back to the mansion, we were all probably dead tired, and then still took it another 5 to 6 hours beyond that. So
hardcore, man, hardcore.
And then the keg showed up. That was crazy.
Keg showed up. Yes. Shout out to Jason Birchfield. Thank you very much, Jason. One of our subscribers who watches the show, lives in Vegas, and he brought by a full keg.
Yeah, that was awesome.
yeah, yes, it did.
Not
That
a
was
half
very
keg.
nice of him.
Yeah, it was nice of him. We didn't even barely put a dent in it. It was still heavy as fuck to lift up, and he had to pick it up on Sunday. Felt like I was in college again.
Yes, it was definitely a good time. It sucked coming back home, other than the fact that, nobody really wanted to leave, but I know my trip got extended out a little bit because of delayed flights, and it's just, I don't have direct flights back for me, so I've always got to catch a flight somewhere else, and so I had to do the Dallas thing coming and going, and man, it just took forever. So pretty crazy stuff, but we definitely all had a good time.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, I finally did an honest day's work in the vape industry. It's a lot of work being at a show when you're working.
Hell yeah, Daryl works his ass off, man. He was like working nonstop.
That was exciting, man.
Yeah, he was.
Want to dig my hands into something productive.
Yeah, like one of those chicks across from us.
Oh, the busty babes, yes, busty babes. I did want to dig my hands into their juice. Their juice.
I spoke of a guest that I was hoping that he would have been joining us right off the bat, but he is going to be delayed. A new friend I have made now in the vaping community. He's also a big part of all this. His name is Henry. He's with Uwell. Very nice little gentleman. Came to the house, hung out with us quite a bit. Actually took me and Daryl to dinner one night, which was very nice of him. And I think he took y'all again another night when me and Mark decided to hang back. So
yeah.
It was a real good time. Like I said, hopefully he'll be joining us here pretty soon. Maybe he can give us some little insight to some things going on with Uwell. But
I hope he joins us. Could I give him a little bit more of a promo and Uwell as well?
certainly, certainly.
So Uwell is a manufacturing company in China. They made the Crown tank. Then they came out with the Rafael sub-ohm tank. Then they came out with the Rafael XRDA. Soon to be releasing the Crown version 2, which is very interesting. We got to use it, vape on it over the weekend. And Henry is a local guy from LA. Actually, he's originally from North Carolina. He's a short, squat, tiny sumo-looking dude. He's Filipino and knows the vape industry. He's been around the vape industry for like 6-7 years, knows everybody. And Uwell hired him full-time. So when you deal with Uwell, you can deal with them in the U.S. out of their office, their marketing office in L.A. And you get Leo full-time there, and he's one of the partners of Uwell, and you get Henry. So that's nice. It's nice to be able to communicate. I know it was very helpful for folks stopping by the booth at Uwell over the weekend. They were talking with Leo, but whatever Leo didn't get, because, you know, he's still learning English. He speaks very eloquently, but he's still learning. There's Henry there, rocking it like a champ. You know, just you don't have any language barriers or issues with Uwell, and I wanted to mention that because it's significant. I think it's a great idea. They invested money to have an office and to hire full-time staff in the U.S., and that's noteworthy.
Definitely. Yeah. We also had Leo over at the house. What is Leo's exact title with UL?
Director of Marketing.
Okay. He was over at the house with us, and very nice gentleman himself. That was his first American party that he got to hang out with, at least with us. But
it was.
yeah, it was. I thought I heard somebody mention that with him, so that was
I think I see him go in a bedroom with one of the strippers.
Holy crap.
He said it was very different from what you would normally, like a get-together and his home country would be like, and he was happy with it. He was much more happy with the relaxed, laid-back, everybody just bees who they are than the formal business attire that they're used to, and everybody has to keep up that appearance. And
semi-nude.
Yeah.
Dang.
For the record, there were no strippers at the house.
No, there wasn't.
My wife watches these things sometimes. Me over.
All right, well, why don't we start down the row here and just see real quick, what little goodies did you pick up from the VPX that was worth sharing to the crowd? I don't care who starts.
I picked up, this is all I picked up there was a bottle of juice. That's all.
So you got?
Yep.
Nice haul there, Mark.
My favorite thing that I scooped up is this Limitless mod because it has that VPX logo. I actually have two of them right now because I wasn't sure if my peeps picked me up one and there was one left on the table, so I decided to grab it. And then they, of course, did take care of me. And then the Goon RDA on top. I wanted to try Goon. I like the post style on it.
The other thing that I picked up, the other thing that I bought was the Limitless mod VPX edition. Again, 1 of 10.
Is there a duck somewhere?
That's what I wonder.
There's a duck at Daniel's house.
It's just as you said, it is 1 of 10. And then I had some stuff being bring to me, for example, by the guy of Plumes of Hazard. I always forget his name. This entire juice line from MCVS. The one that I'm actually enjoying is the cereal one. And I had a few other juices. I haven't asked for anything, so I haven't got a lot of stuff. But I actually also got this Erebus tank. I don't know if anyone heard about this one. It's a big ass tank.
Dang.
With a huge and big ass deck.
What did I say? That was a 30mm one?
Yeah.
Probably.
It's like the VCMT.
With big ass airflow holes.
Vapors Cloud BCMT.
I also had the guy. They didn't have a booth, but the guy was over there. The guy found me, and he asked me to help improving this thing that is supposed to be doing 300 watts. I don't know yet if it does. I haven't had the time to test it. And yeah, I met a few people. I think that the most interesting guy I met was actually the owner of KMGS, something like that. One of the Pioneer for UNE representatives on the USA. He recognized me and he went to talk with me for about an hour, explaining how my videos have been helping them to fix EHE and Pioneer for You stuff.
Nice.
It's kind of, they use my videos as tutorials with the employees, and that was actually a pleasure.
Cool.
Nice.
Other than that, yeah, just working at the booth, hanging out with all of you. Nothing much.
That ain't no lie.
I could do a show and tell right now for hours, but I'm just going to go over the highlights. I met Andrew from Switch Mods, gave me this nice switch, their V2. This is a Cerakote Gray. They also have it in a bunch of different colors, and brass and copper. But it's nice, hits hard, very simple design, quality and affordable. I'm loving it. I got one of those limitless RTAs. I did a little surgery to it, or DTA. I cut the entire airflow of those fins. I trimmed that all the way up to the O-rings because I didn't like the plastic down by my coils. I was tasting a little bit of Delrin in my vape, and now it vapes great. Loving that. Some other good were, there was a guy there had drip tips that fit perfectly in the Rafael X RDA, so I'm liking that. Took the spitback control part out, put a drip tip in. It's nice and classy. And then Trinity top caps, Trinity glass tanks was there, and their Goon top cap fits perfectly on the Rafael X RDA. Really got a chance to meet Twisted Messes again, and Squid Dude and a guy at their booth, A Lot of Wire. I mean, those guys were awesome. We got to watch. Well, never mind. What else do I have? I don't know if I'm supposed to say anything, but Twisted Meshes speaks fluent Mandarin. Let's see. This was good. I had Vape Tongue like the second day there, and I got some of this strawberry lemon head juice, and that got me through a day and a half of Vape Tongue. I could taste that. It's delicious. Bunch more stuff I can't remember, but oh yeah, and then the Busty Blondes e-liquid right across from us. They were there at a booth with this brand, this Cereal Lovers, which I mentioned before. But they also had these vape bags, these vent bags, which I've been using since October. And I need to mention it again if you're ever looking for a really good vape to hold all of your gear. And this is the bag I travel with. Has a compartment in the back for my laptop, everything I need. That's my grab and go Expo bag, and I got I shook Leo upside down and I grabbed stuff that fell out of his pockets. I have a gold Rafael tank, and I'll be giving that away for my 10,000 subscriber giveaway, among other things. But I don't really need a gold tank. That's not my style, but it was really nice.
I need one. Can I enter your giveaway?
You can. You can. I'm going to enter your 20,000 giveaway. Win all that shit you're giving away. But I tried as best I could. I frisked and searched Leo every day. He did not have an extra Crown version 2 on him, but it's sleek and it looks like the Rafael in terms of its width and the sleekness of the airflow control ring and like that. It's got a very interesting, unique coil design. It's called the Bullet Coil. When it gets released, you'll see it. But it takes airflow, instead of the airflow coming in on the bottom that way into the coil and going up, the 4 airflow holes come in from the bottom at an angle, so it's a smoother vape. And it did vape pretty smooth. I think I vaped on his tank more than he did over the weekend. That's about it.
because we were all like a bunch of kids at the house when he came over and had it with him, and everybody was like, "Ooh, let me see it, let me see it, let me see it." So quite a few of us have actually got to see it. That's not the final version. I don't know. I think he said there might be one or two little things they need to do, tweak it some, but that was pretty much it. So it was pretty cool being able to see a product like that we know that's fixing to hit the market. On top of, there is a possibility of a little extra that's going to come with this deal that nobody knows about yet, that we will not say, but it will have a lot to do with the particular group that was at this house, and we'll leave it at that.
Yep.
ST's being humble today. ST, why don't you tell people about how Zample Box made a cake with your face on it?
And what was even better, I didn't show. Me and Daryl went and did our thing. Y'all went and did the Zample
Actually,
Box.
it was a frozen pizza with his face on it.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
To be fair, it was two frozen pizzas with a face on it.
I'm so glad that I missed that right there. So, because I'd have probably, and the sad thing about this and what we're speaking about is, of course, you've probably seen a lot of the videos and all this and that, but this was even going on before we left to go to Vegas. Big Zample Box party Saturday night, so everybody's going to be showing up, and you sit there and think, oh, cool, well, everybody knows who Zample Box is, and, you know, there's just going to be everybody over there. So we worked Friday, and we worked Saturday. When we get home Saturday, we're all pretty daggone tired. But it's still on. Well, Henry shows up at the house and wants to take some of us to dinner. And I'm like, you know what? That sounds better to me right now. I think I'm going to go do that. And Daryl decided to do the same. But Mark actually calls the people and talks to them that are over at the Zample Box party. And when I walk from outside back into the living room, Mark's like, well, I just got off the phone with them, and yeah, they got food and drinks and everything going over there. I said, what have they got to eat? Because most of us hadn't really eaten that much, and I'm hungry. I'm a big guy. So Mark says, well, I don't know. So I said, get them back on the phone. Let me find out what they got to eat. So Mark, what does he do? He calls them back up, puts them on speakerphone. I told him who I was. I said, what do y'all got to eat? He said, oh, we got pizza and hot dogs to grill. I looked at Mark. I said, hell no, I'm not. I'm going to eat seafood, so y'all go knock yourselves out. So.
Yeah, we got steak and we got chicken on the barbecue at our place. They should come here.
Yeah.
But the fucked up part about it was they were promoting this big party, and like, I didn't make plans on Saturday night because I thought that was the plan. And then Friday night they ended up having their party somewhere. Then we got either clued into it too late or not at all. I mean, it just.
Well, I think the thing Friday night wasn't their party. They were tagging along with somebody else's party.
Yeah.
And they decided to invite everyone at last minute.
I was going to say, to give the audience kind of an impression of what went on at the Zample Box, imagine like a helicopter dropped 10 people into the middle of Vietnam and we all had to find our way home. That's pretty much how it was. Like, nobody wanted to leave a man behind, but at the same time, we were all desperate to get the hell out of there.
My very short presence at the Zample Box party was actually productive because I talked with her, the owner. I think she's the owner of Zample Box. I don't know.
I hope to God she wasn't, because that's pretty bad if she was the owner.
It was actually productive because I had to talk with her about how Zample Box things work here in Portugal with the customs and every of that. So it is going to get actually better, at least in Portugal, Zample Box. So my very short presence at their supposed party was actually productive to me and to the Portuguese people, but then I just sneaked out, and yeah, I ended up cooking for everyone at the house, so everyone liked my food.
Yeah. I would put it to you like this. I didn't even make it to this party, but from the sounds of everything, the cold leftovers that we had in our refrigerator was by far way better than that party stuff would ever be. So.
We should have sent ST there.
Well, the first impression I got from you guys when you got back from that party was, I think they spent all their money on the cruise last year.
Yes.
They had no money left.
So. I agree.
Oh man, so
we couldn't have had ST there, man. ST would have ate the 2 pizzas and some of the hot dogs.
And then I'd have looked at everybody and said, okay, time to go because this ain't happening. So, but me
I
and
didn't
Mark,
even get a slice of that pizza either.
yeah,
Kind of pissed.
me and Mark kept up with each other on text, and things started like they were going downhill pretty quick over there, and they never even got up the hill. So me and Daryl were pretty safe at what we did, but
I had fun.
oh yeah, definitely. So,
We had other plans.
but the first night there, I have to say, was probably the best because everybody had arrived. We all hung out till late. Everybody on a different time change was just jacked up. I know I was going to bed anywhere up till close to 3 in the morning that time and still getting up at like 6 in the morning. So I was like, man, what the hell? So that would be a little bit of a hard one to get used to. But we definitely all had a great time. Yeah. Like I said, I'm still trying to reel myself in from all this because I got home late Monday night and had enough time to go to sleep, get up a little while Tuesday, and I've been right back into the work scene. So I'm still haven't had time. Luckily, I got a 3-day weekend coming, and I'm just so much looking forward to that. But if any of us really had a hard time, I'd have to say it's got to be Daniel. Daniel's got like a 26-hour flight coming and going, so and there's no way I could do all that, I don't think.
Yeah. But it was worth it anyway.
Oh yeah, definitely. I would just like to shout out my man, Mr. Mike Vapes. I worked with him at the event. It was awesome. However it went for him, it was a great deal. We did, I know at the end of the day, after it was all said and done, kind of hoping things would have been a little bit better business-wise because you just think Vegas and you're going to have a ton of folks rolling in and a lot of stuff going on. As huge as that place was, the crowds weren't as big as what I thought them to be in there. It did seem just a little bit on the muted side of it, but still a very good turnout. We worked it pretty hard. I want to give a quick shout out to Alex. Worked with that gentleman, awesome man. That was that's Mike's partner. And oh my God, she's gonna kill me. What's her name?
His hot girlfriend?
Yeah. What is her name? Oh, excuse me. You're probably not even watching anyway, but
Brittany?
Like ST who?
Was it Brittany?
No, it was Lee. Why am I so bad with names? Too many people, man. I'm sorry. I apologize. But great working with those folks. They really knew. If it wasn't for them, I'd have been standing there clueless other than just screaming at everybody.
With a bullhorn, a megaphone.
Yes. I megaphoned the hell out of it. And to the booth that was down to, don't ever talk about me. Don't say bad things about me. When I get loud, I get loud. If you can't handle it, you need to move your booth down a few more feet. They were getting a little uneasy with me getting loud down there, so.
Oh, I'm sure, like, you hollering every few, like it was maybe twice an hour, was way worse than some of the people who were just jamming music across from other people who were jamming music. Like.
Or even the stripper that was getting completely naked in the back.
Yeah.
What?
You guys missed that one. There were.
It's on this video.
Yeah, they had a stripper and she was stripping. I mean, she took everything off. Well, when she took off her bra, she went behind the curtain and she threw her bra like out. And I took video. I'm like, okay, this is kind of overdoing it.
I missed that.
Yeah.
You gotta let a brother know. Oh, was that the booth that had the stripper pole, the Amsterdam?
It might have been. It was way in the back. And I
It was over towards the food place, wasn't it?
Yeah. And there was this big ass crowd. I'm like, what's going on? And I put my camera up and there's some chick stripping. I'm like, oh my God.
You have footage of that?
Not actually of her naked, but
I think there's a Facebook. Somebody did a quick video that shows, a little bit of what was going on there.
I was gonna ask him about the whole stripper thing when the crowd cleared out, but that didn't happen.
Quick shout out also to Tony from the Vapor Trail. Got to meet that gentleman. Very nice guy. Very nice guy. It was
Yep.
awesome to meet him.
He was really cool.
Grim came up to our booth. Grim was walking around. This is exactly what I said to Grim. Nothing. He had an entourage around him, and I didn't say anything to him, so which is all good. You know, it is what it is.
I think those were his bodyguards.
Yeah, well, if they are, he needs to step up his game a little bit because they're some small folks. But
I actually talked with Grim on the day one for about an hour about the regulations and all of that stuff. Also on the European side, but also on the American side, and yeah, I just gave him my ideas, and I have kind of different ideas. I don't know if they are useful or not, but yeah.
yeah.
Can I give a quick shout out to Omageddon is in the crowd, and he sent me his stuff, and I have not tried it yet, but this Phantom Ravioli.
Oh, good.
Have it at dinner.
I've been hearing y'all constantly talk about this stuff, but I just can't see the.
You got to vape ravioli once in your life. It's
Dude, you gotta.
good.
I'm gonna have to do it. There's no question about it, and I hear it's actually kind of good.
It's
It
really
is good.
Isn't there? There's one that's a cookie flavor or something.
Fat Tony.
Oh, that would be this Fat Tony right here.
I
All
didn't.
his bottles are these black skulls.
That would be the one I'd be interested in, but the ravioli, I don't know, man. It just because when I sit here and think about it, the first thing I think of is me getting up in the morning, having my coffee, and coffee and vaping ravioli just don't seem to go together.
No, you vape ravioli after dinner.
Yeah, even right before dinner to get you in the mood. It's like ravioli with a nice tomato basil sauce.
What was that juice that Phenom was vaping that was like yam or some shit?
Yeah, sweet potatoes. Yam I am.
He was loving that shit.
Yeah.
Seems like this food vape is kind of getting popular. I think we need to have like a bacon and donut or something.
Dang. Yeah, that would be pretty interesting right there.
I understand, ST, if you're scared to try the Phantom Ravioli. I mean, it's not going to be for everybody. Not everybody's going to take the Phantom Ravioli challenge. But, you know,
I don't know.
I'm going to big boy that shit.
I guess maybe I need to reach out to this fella and see what's up. But it just, I don't know, man. Ever since day one of hearing that and just putting the words together, vaping and ravioli, it just doesn't seem to go together. But and a lot of times too, because I love coffee so much, I always sit here and think, every time I grab a vape, is that going to go good with a cup of coffee? I don't think, does it go good with a beer? Does it just taste good? I always think of my coffee, and I guess that's why I get a little hung up on things. But it's all good. I did happen to I picked up some pretty decent e-juice over the weekend. Not just a whole lot, but the few I got, I'm enjoying. I got a bunch of damn wire in from Coil Master. That just came in, so I guess I'll have to be looking at that. I also got from Miss Sawyer out there that attended the house. Some of our people that like to watch us, they came out to the house, hung out. I believe I got to cook for them. Yeah, how cool is that? We cook for the folks too. That's pretty cool. But I just thought I'd say that so I look good. But anyway, they sent a bunch of coils for me to look at and do some giveaways on. So that'll be coming up here in the near future. I'd like to thank Michael with Sense. Been talking with him for a while. Hey, they just showed up last night, so be doing videos on those sooner or later. What other good crap? I think mine was more of trying to pick up some e-juice.
That monster e-juice from Pancake Man was pretty good.
You know what?
I just didn't like the packaging.
So me, Brian, and Mark went on a long walking spree, and if you watch Mark's vlog, it's pretty much that was the time that me and him, us three, spent walking around a good bit. Uh, so we stop at the booth, the Pancake Man booth, and he got the new flavors and all that stuff laid out. That had to be one of the craziest things I've ever seen. It literally looked like a little tub of ice cream that you get at the store, the way they've got that thing packaged, and it's like, holy crap. So I fully agree with Mark that that's probably not the direction we need to be taking right now with things. And just in my opinion, I vaped on some of it, and to me, it seems like there's too much going on there with it. My opinion. So people will be like, "Oh, that's bullshit, bullshit." But if you go and look at all the ingredients that are supposed to be in that, it's like you'll sit there for 15 minutes reading the description of it. So it's like a little too much to me. But you bought some, Mark?
No, I was going to, but I really didn't like the packaging, so I didn't buy it.
Gotcha.
So we're concerned the packaging is appealing to kids because it looks like an ice cream container?
Oh, yeah.
That one right there, oh, hell yeah.
And when I asked him, like, have you gotten any kind of feedback from the packaging, he said no. I'm like, it's been fine. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to get on his ass about it, but.
Omageddon said ST to go ahead and email him at gmail.com.
Okay.
And take the challenge.
Okay. I will do that.
The ravioli vape challenge.
All right, I will try it. What else?
Cambodian
Did you see
breast milk?
Oh, that stuff is great. The Cambodian breast milk?
That's it?
Yeah. Awesome. You haven't had Cambodian breast milk?
No, not lately.
I don't even have any breast milk, but I'm always open to try it.
Got to try that.
Did anybody else see any packaging of new lines of juice at the show that might have been perceived as being the wrong way to go here?
I saw a lot of juice. That was.
I mean, was there one that really stuck out like the Monster one did?
I didn't. There was a lot of like I don't know.
What were you gonna say, Derek?
The one that came in a little thing that looked like a baby's binky, I thought was a little appealing to children.
A little over the line? Yeah.
No, I'm joking. I don't go on a witch hunt when I'm at these shows. You should have seen the bullshit that would happen in Vegas when I was a banker and would go to banking conventions. Way worse than anything in vaping. So, like, you're at an industry thing. People are trying to make it fun. I don't begrudge anybody that. Some people go on the warpath. You know, they're going to go police everything and put their 2 cents in, but
I mean, I totally agree. Like, I love naked women. I do, but right at this point in time, I think it's wrong. Like, if we were FDA and we had no regulations, hell, have naked women walking around all day. I don't care. But I think at this point in time, it's just kind of the wrong time to be doing it.
Actually, you raise a really good point, only because it's the times we're in with the FDA and deeming. Can I mention something? When we were at Vape Northeast in Foxwoods Casino a couple of weeks back, 6-8 weeks ago. Oh, shit, Henry's here. What's up, Henry? Let me just finish this 2 seconds, and then we'll get to Henry because he's the man of the hour. But no, they had a film crew running around from TBS TV station, TV channel, and they said that they were on the side of advocacy and they wanted to get our take on it, and they ended up fucking the vaping industry over big time and doing just like a whole comedy piece, making a whole big joke and farce out of it. And so just you're right about that. These media, media is at these expos. They're trying to make us look foolish. They take the silliest examples, the dumbest things they can find, and that represents us. So you know what, Mark, you got a good point there. Everything we do right now, the silliest things are going to be highlighted and focused on. So maybe we do have to curtail it a bit just for the times we're in until we win this battle.
Yeah. Well, and one other thing I'd like to say real quick, because I know I'll forget it here in a minute because Henry has just joined us. If you're going to have a vape convention, let's keep it to vaping products. I had to tell my wife what a vape convention is about. Excuse me. And the best way I could describe it was it's like laid out like a huge flea market, but it's all vaping related stuff. I mean, you walk up and down aisles and it's just full of different vape stuff, whether it be juice, mods, tanks, whatever. If you're going to have one of these events, let's keep it to that strictly and not selling like battery chargers to phones and shit
For-
like that because
For $200 when you
exactly. This guy was outrageously funny what he tried to sell me, and you know, you messed me up too. I'm out trying to look at stuff. I don't want to stand there and talk to you. And normally, if I'd have been my assholish self, I would have just told you to go to hell and kept walking. But I gave you my time, and I'll never do that again. And if I see you at another show, I'll probably sell you something. So,
I think that guy almost got Daryl.
What's that?
I think that guy almost got Daryl. He almost suckered Daryl into buying the battery.
No,
not almost. He did. I bought
did.
I bought a solar battery charger, like portable battery charger, a 20,000 milliamp hour. I thought it was a good idea. I needed something like that. I don't know what they cost. I don't shop. I paid $200 for it, and then but he returned my money the next day. I brought it back after you guys educated me. Don't be fucking stupid. You could get that on Amazon for $40.
The guy was trying to sell a power bank basically that was solar powered for $3.99, and his deal to us was, oh, since y'all are vendors, we'll sell it to you for $1.99. You can go to Best Buy all day long and buy these things. This one's not solar powered, but it is almost 20,000 milliamp and $30 all day long. So
yeah,
I think you can get it at Pet Boys for like $30 too.
Yeah, I mean, you can get them all over the place, so it's crazy, and you know, it like I said, just a bunch of crap. But all right, without further ado, we have a gentleman out of the California area, Mr. Henry with Uwell. So Henry, tell us about yourself and give us a little background about you.
What's going on, guys? I'm Henry with Uwell. If you email with a complaint, one that answers it. So this would be a good time to ask questions. That's pretty much it, man. I've been with the company for about 5 months now, so
Nice.
everything's good. Yeah.
Like I said, we got to meet Henry, or I did, in Vegas. Some others might have. I think actual Mark's known him a little longer than me. But yeah, great fella. We had a good time at the house afterwards. But so if y'all have any questions about anything related to Uwell out there in chat, go ahead. This is a perfect time to start chiming in on things.
I actually have a question on Facebook that someone asked me, and I really didn't know the answer to it.
Okay.
They want to know, no, they're not going to be making Rafael anymore. Are they still making coils for it?
Yes, we are.
Okay, there we go.
So
Wait,
you're
what?
So
You're
you're
not going to be
still
making the Rafael anymore?
No, Rafael's getting, I'm not saying discontinued, but production's being halted for the Crown 2 production.
Okay.
nice. So what can you tell us about the Crown 2?
Comes in 3 colors, and it's basically if you took the best features of the Crown, and you took the best features of the Royal, and you put them together, and make one beautiful bastard child, that's what you get.
Nice. And what colors are those going to come in? Or can you say?
Stainless, black, and one special color. I don't know if we posted it, so I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it, but it's a new color I don't think anyone's tried yet.
Cool.
Pink.
What's
Hey, Henry, can you
Hey, Mark.
It's going to be Rip Trippers Pink.
Oh, nice.
Henry, can you tell us a little bit about your background in the vaping industry? I got to spend the weekend with you at the Uwell booth, and you seem to know everybody in the vape industry. And I mean, Henry was responsible for bringing hot wires into our booth and building the whole weekend with us. Tell us who you are, where you're from, like in your background in vaping.
Background in vaping, let's see. I started with Booyah Vapors a long time ago. I think they're still around. There's smoke shops and small shops. Then I went to Vape Life. I was working with them for a while. They're like family to me. I'm still with them. I don't work. I still hang out with them, and you know they're great people. Vaping Monkey. I was manager of one of the vapor venue stores for a little while. That was pretty cool. And then I got suckered into working for Uwell. And here I am, happily. I mean, my buddy yesterday, he worked for e-cig,
And he's like, dude, you need to take a vacation. You know, you need some time off. Well, dude, my life is a vacation. I just got back from Vegas. You know, I got paid to be out there to party with people. So, yeah, definitely. By the way, guys, thank you very much for your hospitality. I really appreciate what you guys did for us this weekend. And, dude, taking the owner of Leo out, or taking the owner of Uwell out and showing him a good time, his first party in America, that was awesome. Thank you, guys.
And we did get some pictures snapped of Henry. Uh-oh, somebody got their feed on. Henry, you got your feed going?
Yeah, you got to mute. If you got
My
the
feed?
show running at the same time, you got to mute
Yeah,
it.
you're going to have to pause it, or we're going to have a bad echo. There we go.
Okay.
We do have pictures of Henry in a fetal position, laying in a floaty on the pool that we got in the morning. Henry does not know about that, but no, I'm messing with y'all. But we definitely had a great time. It was, like I said, very nice to meet this fella. Just awesome guy. So
People in chat want to know, when is the Crown version 2 dropping?
yes.
We're expecting it in about 2 weeks or so. I can't guarantee an actual date. I was supposed to have here before VPX, and my team in China said, yeah, don't worry, we ship it. And they didn't ship it, so we should have it soon. Within 2 weeks, I would say.
Awesome.
Nice. Like I said, folks, this thing is pretty badass, so it'll definitely be good. So, oh man, I tell you what, it sure is hard getting back in the groove of things, but we definitely trying.
So does the Crown version 2 replace the Crown version 1?
I'm sorry, I had to mute you guys for a second. What was that?
Does the Crown V2 replace the Crown V1?
No, we will still be selling the Crown V1. We'll still be supporting the Crown V1. Crown V2 is just a new tank.
Gotcha.
Eventually, we'll probably phase out the Crown V1. I mean, it's older technology. It's been around for over a year now. So, yeah, but we'll still be supporting it. We still have coils for it. We still have parts for it.
I mean, it's still a great selling tank. In every shop it's still a great selling tank. And the beauty of it is its simplicity and it's just longevity. The damn thing doesn't break if you take care of it well. It performs. I'm still vaping on the same one for over a year.
Did I miss? Did Henry answer whether or not there'd be an RBA deck? I noticed that was one of the questions.
I don't think there will be on it.
There will be an RBA for it. I believe the Rafale RBA fits on it.
Oh.
I didn't know, but the
Once the product gets here, I'm going to try it out and make sure it works. But from what I'm told, Rafale coils, Rafale RBAs will all fit in the Crown version 2.
Wow.
The Crown 1 even has an RBA section. I didn't know that till Vegas. I seen it laying on the table. I'm like, holy shit.
Where the hell you been at?
I know. That's what I'm saying.
We don't send Mark stuff. We know he don't care.
Yeah, you got to watch Mark when you get up with him. But one question out there, and I stepped away for 1 second, but so I don't know if you answer this or not. But I want to know: will Uwell let people test the Crown 2 before shipping, before it becomes another letdown?
Well,
and I think what they're referring to is I believe they're referring to that because of how the coils were leaking on the first Rafale launch. So.
Oh.
Right, and it's a fair question. Look, guys, we do what we can in this industry. We're a small company. We gotta do what we can to keep up with fire and smoke and all those guys. So I will be product testing it myself. I'm a vapor. I mean, most guys here at the office are vapors. We will play with it, but it'll probably be released to the market before we get a full test done. And that's the thing. If we waited and tested and got it perfect before we shipped them out, we'd be 3 generations behind.
True.
So I mean, the industry changes so fast. But I tell you what, you buy the product, you have a problem, we have a warranty. Simple as that. As long as you can prove to me that it is a genuine product, and you didn't buy it off of Smotech or you didn't buy it off of eBay, not a problem. I'll fix it for you. That is not a problem at all. As long as you live in the continental U.S. Because if you out of the country, I'm taking back to the shop you bought it from.
Oh, I'm fucked up.
Yeah, Daniel screwed. I'm sorry, Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel, you know we brother. Daniel, I just said you should know
Henry, let me ask you this. I know you've got the Crown version 2 coming out, but have y'all got anything else in the works of stuff that y'all are thinking about putting out here in the near future, or is this going to be it for right now?
If I told you, they'd shoot me on spot.
Hey, I got to know you pretty good this past weekend, and you seem to be a man that has a few guns on him and not really scared of that kind of stuff. But what's up now?
You know, it usually doesn't scare me, but I mean, they're from China, man, and over in China, they don't mess with you on your knees and pop you right there on the spot.
Yeah.
I won't even have time to reach for my piece.
Damn. Well, fair answer. But so, obviously, we probably have got some other stuff maybe in the works here, but we'll let you know at the proper time. I love having this contact now. Like I said, he's a great friend, but it's nice to have this to where, you know, we can bring this to y'all so y'all can get, you know, ask questions if you need to or if you need to know anything. But so we're getting close to the end. Is there anything new that anybody's got while they were gone that's worth showing off real quick?
Oh,
Seems like we all got the Q class, but the 510 connection on the Q class is falling apart. I see
It's a
Daniel
feature.
got one too.
Yeah,
It's a
his is about to
feature.
fall off.
I didn't get shit from them.
I heard it doesn't pass the scratch test either.
Holy crap.
Especially on the floor.
Yeah.
If y'all go on Facebook, you can see the quick video of this, but Brian was just messing with Mark about doing a scratch test while we were all standing on the patio, and I'll be damned, somehow Mark was able to lean over as far as what he did and scratch the hell out of this on the bricks. And so the bottom of it his is two-tone now. It's silver and red, so pretty nice.
Where can people go to see that on Facebook?
Which one was that? Vape Team or
The Vape Team.
Yep.
So,
But
Wait a minute, I didn't get one. What the hell? Where was I?
I think there's a bad batch of Q classes because I think they're sending out new ones now. So
Yeah, they told me the same. And,
Well, now-
the thing is, even if you are skilled enough and you try to open the device, trying to fix the 510 plate, the 510 connection, just as before with the ML class, this one, the glues are also glued with epoxy. So good luck breaking tools trying to unscrew it, and you will never unscrew it.
but another common trend that seems to be happening, of course, it's only 2 of them. The red one that Mark had was just fine on the 510, but it seems to be both the black ones so far are the ones with the jacked up 510s on.
Yeah, they told me that they just put out 4 batches of Q classes, and they found that one of the 4 batches is the bad one. So.
Gotcha. Mark, did you have anything show up at the house that was like, you know, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I got this when I got home type thing, or is it like, oh shit, I just got a bunch of stuff?
I got like the Relo 75 and shit. I got this awesome lipo charger that I'm excited to use.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
That was probably just some random stuff. I don't think I got anything like too exciting. The Relo or RX-75 and e-liquid and some unknown tanks, and I think that's it.
Can you tell us how much that charger retails for?
I'm not sure because I got this mod for review, and it's a PWM lipo box, and the charger they sent with it was like a little shitty $20 charger, and it was having issues charging the battery, so they sent over a higher quality charger. So I'm going to be showing off that charger in the video. I don't know how much it costs exactly. I think it's around $50 or $60 on Amazon.
Did you also let them know that it puts off a distinctive noise around microphones?
Yes, it does. PWM box, so it does buzz a little bit.
Yeah, they
It's
do
kind of
that.
loud.
A little bit. Hell,
Yeah,
that
this
mother-
one's really loud.
It's part of how they function. It's on the timer. But you know, I'm glad you mentioned that because it's noteworthy as people are getting into these LiPo boxes. That shitty $20-$25 charger is not good. It's not going to sooner or later it's going to fail and overcharge or only charge one cell of your LiPo pack. Invest $60 or $80, whatever it costs to get a good quality one.
Yep.
They're very dangerous when those things don't charge right.
Yeah, that's the issue I was having. It wasn't charging one of the cells, and the mod was getting wonky as hell. I actually did get the newer batch of the SX mini class just now, so
Nice.
we'll see if those hold up.
All right. Yeah. Henry, we have come accustomed to doing something on these shows at the end now. It might seem a little childish.
I
but-
see you guys do the cloud comp. I see that.
Huh?
I said I see you guys do the cloud comp.
We do us a little cloud comp. So, and normally I win them, and I think I'm really going to win it today with the device I have. But
I don't know about that.
yeah.
But I've seen you won once.
Well, then you haven't been watching enough of these then. No, actually, I'm the reigning champion from last week on 2 shows, and then we didn't have any more shows, so I think I'm still holding it. So. Oh, real quick, let me mention this so I don't forget. And I've had so much crap going on.
I was coming over the expressway.
I'm sorry, I'll mute out.
And here comes the that truck of theirs they have, the ES
Sorry.
emergency.
Okay.
There we go.
Is that Daryl having a party over there without us?
Oh shit.
So we're using drippers for these? Man, let me go.
Anything goes. I apologize. I got an email from or a text message, and I was like, "Holy crap, really?" All right. This is for my buddy Andrew, Heavy Metal Vapor from Southside Vaporium. They have released a new line of e-juice called Heavyweight E-Liquid. It is now for sale. It's only available on his website, so go check him out. Obviously, this is some pretty good stuff. He doesn't want to hook his buddies up, though, for testing. So, Andrew, I'm just giving you a hard time, but go definitely check that out. I know if he's selling it's good stuff, so...
Is that the stuff where 25% of the proceeds go to advocacy, or no?
I believe it is. I've been a little out of the game, so I'm hoping that is.
Yeah, I think it is.
If it's not, it is now. So.
Oh yeah, and also one last thing, Andrew, you need to start checking your email because I emailed you a half hour before the show last night. It said that I couldn't make a show, and you think I blew you off? No, I didn't. I emailed you.
Getting a little testy. All right, so what happened to Henry?
Henry was intimidated by the cloud competition.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys, I had to go.
Good.
Tank.
Okay.
That was built by Hot Wires.
Oh, damn.
That looks like a crisp
On the
build.
X.
No. Is that what
Josh
you're?
said anything goes.
Is that what you're bringing to the cloud comp?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Well, I tell you what. Who's ready to go first, and I'll get a damn screen representation on them. Any takers? Any takers?
Don't all jump at once.
Yeah, like damn.
I'll go first. Fuck it.
All right. Let me get you presented. All right, here we go. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo. Mark his proper thing.
All right, here we go.
Remember, nobody votes yet. We're in the process of doing this. Vote at the end.
Oh, okay. Which way am I going?
You ready, baby?
This way? That way? I'll figure out a way.
I mean, you ain't gonna win, so.
Batteries are dead. Hold on, I gotta redo it. Doesn't count.
Oh my God.
The batteries are dead. It like stopped halfway through.
Yeah,
Hey,
in a real
I'm ready.
competition. Okay, let me give it to Daniel.
Could we
But
get a
look-
new rule? I'd like to make a new rule with these cloud comps. You have to blow your cloud parallel to the screen. You can't blow towards the screen because it's deceptive. gotta blow. That way.
All right.
So look at your screen, turn 90 degrees, and blow that way so we can see the
All right.
length of the cloud.
You're
Son of a-
presented, Daniel. Wow, Daniel, little pretty clouds.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I think my batteries are dead also.
That's some dead battery having fools there. All right, Daryl, you're presenting.
My batteries are good.
Nice.
Ready?
Nice, nice. All right, let me take it off you. Henry, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let me get the camera on you.
Just to plug real quick, I'm using the Coolfire TC100. Thank you, Anakin, for sending us those yesterday. On the
Nice.
Rafali X RDA.
All right, you presented.
Oh,
buddy.
yeah. Busty blends, brunette.
Nice.
Delicious juice. Pretty ladies. It's all me. That's all me. All
I
right.
know why you're promoting that one. Nice, nice. Look at Henry. Henry, big boy,
Hunter.
folks. All right, Mark, you ready? Because you ain't
Yeah.
getting another shot.
I'm ready.
Uh,
Okay, so 90 degrees.
yeah. Almost, huh? There you go. Nice. Laissimo. Nice. All right. Stop presenting. And Zach, take it away.
I'm running into shit.
Zach, you're going to throw you a damn black curtain up there.
Yeah, that's just gonna blend in.
I'm going right across there.
Blow it across your stickers.
Shut the fuck up. Hey, close on my hard time taking this.
Nice. What the hell's that?
Nice. Wow, there's a little triangle in there that I
Yeah.
didn't know about.
I
until the
just
cloud
noticed
blew
it.
through.
You got a triangle on your screen.
Oh, yeah,
You know that, right?
that's the Ohms triangle.
Oh, okay.
Illuminati.
That's when you're in the club, you know it's there. All right, the last one. Let me see if I can get sideways alone. Shit, there we go.
Roman wants me to blow slower next time. Them grandpa clouds.
Hell yeah, baby!
He's got a new mirror behind him that helps, like,
Yeah, it does. It helps do things that you didn't know. All right, let me get my chat back up here. All right, folks. Who won? Who won?
Josh Miller says Henry's cloud was so big his neck disappeared.
Damn. We got a little bit of lag in this show today, I've been noticing, so I don't know what the hell's going on, but okay, come on.
Sorry,
Come
my
on.
McDonald's wife.
Mike Tapes ain't on here. He didn't win shit. Come on now. Damn, did I
Illuminati
win it?
confirmed.
looks like it's going to be ST today.
ST.
Son of a bitch.
ST, what did you comp with? What was your build and setup that you just comped with?
I had some dirty coils, like Mark did last weekend on the Limitless. This thing is coming in at a 0.15 at 80 watts, and oh my god, I'm loving it.
That's why I didn't win, because I wasn't using dirty coils. The last time I won, I was using his coils, and I won.
All right.
I'm using dirty coils on the Limitless too.
It is nice, definitely
I had
nice.
a weak battery.
Shout out to my boy Dirty. He knows how to do them curls.
I use those coils that came with the Geek Vape 24. You guys seen these? Huge.
Nice.
Can frame stapled, massive.
All right. Well,
But they failed.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say I took I took it again. I took it. I'm sorry. I had to take it. But
I'll give you
Dirty,
that.
if you want to win Cloud Comps, just get you some Dirty coils. You can get them, I believe, on Mike Vape's site. Correct?
Yeah. Hit that juice. He's got a bunch of Dirty's coil. Whatever Dirty had left over that he didn't sell at the show, Mike took to sell on there.
They're definitely good stuff.
316L stainless Claptons. That's what they are.
Yeah, they are
Huge
nice.
Claptons.
And the bad thing is, he left a big bag of them at the house, and I thought they were for Mike to take back to put on his site, and come to find out it was kind of a free-for-all thing. So I should have just shoved that whole thing down my pants and walked out of there. But
I know. I should have grabbed some because they're really good if you want to use stainless steel on temper control too.
all right, guys. Well, any final thoughts you'd like to throw in? Because this thing's about to come to an end right here. So, since you are our guest, Henry, anything you'd like to tell the crowd before we get out of here?
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Keep your eye out for the new Crown 2. I want to thank Inigen for sending us a few mods. Appreciate it. Your mods are pretty cool. I like them. If you guys need like a good introductory mod at a decent price, you got a friend that quit smoking, wants to start vaping, Inigen ain't a bad way to go. Especially with the Rafali tank or a Crown tank. Thanks, Bussy, for your juices, and thank you guys for your hospitality. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on, Henry.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Hot Wires. Thank you, Hot Wires, for saving our asses in Vegas.
Yeah, because I know y'all couldn't keep Mark at the booth, but that's a different story. Anyway,
I could not keep up on the builds. There was a line at one point, like 8, 10 deep, and guys needed builds, and the hot wire guys just came in, dropped their tools, started building. They were awesome.
Yeah, that was the best idea ever, to have building there at the booth.
oh yeah,
That was
definitely.
a really good idea.
Every time I went by the Uwell booth, I mean, constantly packed with folks. It was, man, it was great to see over there. I know a lot of the booths, got pretty good business, but it was overwhelming when they opened the doors and everybody seen Mike Vapes and his booth there, and they all came up to us, and I was like, holy crap, if this is the way this thing's going to be all weekend, this is going to be hell, which it stayed busy over there, but it was an awesome thing. The only drawback to that was that we've kind of figured out at the end is that where we were positioned, they kind of made the crowds go in a little different direction when you came in the first door. They wouldn't let you wrap right to us. With us being like some of the first booths, you'd have to kind of look at the layout, which we thought overall would be awesome, us being seen right off the bat, but it was like herding cattle through somewhere, and they made them go in a little bit different direction than to us. And another thing that kind of sucked out of the deal is that everybody that came up to us first, oh yeah, you got great stuff, but we just got started. We want to walk the whole thing, and we'll come back to you. Well, you either never saw them again, or they spent all their money before they could get back to us. So that kind of sucked itself. But
I agree that's what happened to why I joined Detroit, being at the beginning. It's always the same excuse. We are gonna walk around, and then eventually we come back in the end. But they never come back because they end up spending all the money.
Exactly. So
Even with Pegasus, Omtex sold those 100 batteries to that guy that only came to Pegasus booth at the end.
Someone bought home tech batteries?
100.
Holy shit, there's going to be an explosion.
Yeah.
I said, well, I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
Now, when you're a vendor at a show, you got to close the deal when people are right there. You can't. There's no coming back. There's no second chance.
Yeah.
So if if that was the case, then you got to have a sweetener or get a stronger sales game.
Well, and even it's funny you say that, because that's what at least I tried to do. Of course, it didn't work a whole lot, but people would give me the excuse, whatever you want to call it. They'd come up and say, well, hey, I'm just getting started. I said, well, that's fine, but still, you need to pick up a bottle of juice, because it's going to taste the same when you get back. It's good stuff. Get it right now. Go on and do it. Some people said, okay, let's do it. Some people are still like, oh, I'll get back. I had one little short dude, and if you're out there watching, which you're probably not, if I ever speak to you again and you just walk past me like I'm just a wall, it's going to be on next time, son. Let me tell you.
I'm sorry about that, ST. I didn't mean to. I was in a rush.
Oh, gosh. It's so funny because the way we did things out there, I was hollering and screaming. This little guy came up, and I went almost right up to him. And, dude, he did everything to ignore me and just kept walking like he didn't hear anything at all. So I actually had to chuckle about it, but it's all good. But
you guys know
you don't speak English.
Oh, man.
The big problem with Teg's batteries is honesty on those. Because I'm sure the only reason the 100 batteries got sold from OMTech is because of the stats on the battery.
Well, and the little sorry son bitch, whoever you are that stole the one battery from Peg, I mean, why just steal one battery? I mean,
That was me. I needed one really bad.
Yeah, seriously. Go big or go home.
Yeah, really. I mean, if you was walking around the Megmon, you just needed a battery, I can understand. But, come on, folks. But anyway.
I dropped my Trust Fire in its place.
Oh, man. All right, folks, we're going to get out of here, so we're going to get some outros in. So I'm going to start it with Zach. So take it away.
Well, thank you for having me on the show, ST. As always, the True Vapor Show is a great morning wake up. Thank you guys for coming to Vegas. I was so happy to see you guys all in the big house, and it was terrible to leave, and now my life is not good anymore. It's not going to be good until the next show. I'll see you guys then.
Nice. Mr. Mark.
Oh, thanks for having me on the show. Nice seeing everyone, and especially Henry. Thanks for having me at the Uwell booth. It was a blast, and I had a blast in Vegas, and thank you, and hopefully to see all you guys again soon.
Yeah, definitely. Real quick while I'm looking at Mark, y'all definitely have to go on Facebook if you're not a part of it. Join the Vape Team, and you will see some outrageous videos of Mark in the back of Zach's rental Mustang.
Yeah.
Much less me, Zach, and Mark in that Mustang that's a convertible. If you ever thought you could get 3 folks into a car like that, you'll surely see it. So, good stuff. Good stuff. All right, Mr. Henry. Hold on, I'm gonna come back to you, Daryl.
Hey guys, good to see you all this morning. Thanks for watching. And if you want to see Mike Vapes in rare form at the Expo and after the Expo, that can also be seen on the Vape Team on Facebook. I am Quest for Vape on YouTube. And thanks a lot, Henry. It was awesome working with you well over the weekend. And thanks for everybody who came by, stopped by to see us and say hello and come and hang out at the house. We had a lot of folks come over and party with us at the house when we were there. Want to see that more often. And upcoming expos, there's a bunch more this summer. You can catch us all out there in various parts. I don't know if we're going to do a big group again real soon, but we got Foxwoods coming up in August. We've got Syracuse coming up in the end of June. There's other stuff. Just stay tuned for more vape expos and adventures.
Nice.
Take care, everybody.
Nice. Mr. Daniel.
Thanks for having me on the show. Thanks for hanging out with me in Las Vegas. I had a blast. And yeah, I'm Daniel, DJLSB Vapes. You can find me on my channel, on my website, djlsbvapes.com, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. And maybe you can also find a little bit of me inside of some Las Vegas girls' vaginas. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
A little bit of DNA left behind, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding.
That was funny.
Yeah, what did I miss out on after dinner? Jesus,
Yeah.
we stayed one more night.
All right, and our special guest, that I hope he'll be a returning guest from time to time, and we can get him on here, Mr. Henry from Uwell.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Thank you for supporting Uwell. And for the Crown version 2, that thing's going to be awesome. Make sure you buy genuine products, www.myuwell.com. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming on. And you know who I am. I'm ST. You can find me on YouTube, all social media. And one other quick shout out, because I just got this in a text that I'm looking at. This is from my buddy Alex that I worked with at the Hit the Juice in Las Vegas. This might be good for y'all to know, especially you, Mark and Daryl. He just opened a bottle of the Daily Dose that we all purchased and just found a very large hair inside of his bottle. So, if you like,
recommending him.
If you like juice flavored hair, that would be the one to purchase right there. So, hold on.
That is actually part of a contest. Only one in every 1,000 has that. It's the golden hair.
Yep, and
he just won.
And he won it, so he's set for life now, folks. So,
was it a straight hair or a kinky hair?
His exact words were
curly Q.
Also wanted to let you know that the juice we bought, Daily Dose, just opened one of my bottles and found a huge hair inside of it. You might want to check out your juice before vaping it. I have not opened either bottle of mine yet, but I will, I guess, have to run it through a strainer and see how many different particles of hair I can find.
That helps it steep better. It's for flavor enhancement. Sorry.
Yes.
You didn't know that.
Holds the flavor.
That's what happened.
You're supposed to swallow the hair at the end of the bottle. Like
yeah, well, that's what gives it flavor, I thought, was the added hairs in there.
Yeah, it's like the worm in tequila. You didn't know that? Every bottle of e-liquid has a hair in it.
Before we run everywhere, buddy, anyways, we're going to get the hell out of here. Thanks, everybody, for watching. We'll catch you next week, same time, same place. Like I said, we had a great time this past weekend, but it's all shows back to normal. I don't know. What about the vape team tonight? I know Brian is traveling right now.
It should be on. Yeah, I think, right?
Well, I just know he's going to Houston, correct? So is he still
tonight he is?
I thought he was.
Oh, well, then it might just be me and Mike.
But I'm not 100% certain, but I could have swore he said he was traveling. Anyway, if not, I could be wrong. Whatever. It's all good.
Yeah, if
we'll
he
definitely
is missing, we'll definitely have one. Me and Mike
we'll definitely be
Mark,
back.
send me the invite, man. I'll try to join you guys.
All right, definitely, Henry. Definitely.
We'll definitely be back Sunday night, correct or not? Because I know this is, okay, Memorial Day weekend, but all right, we'll be back to eating butter and all that good shit. So it'll be on Sunday night. So, all right, folks, we're out of here. Y'all have a good one. See ya.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.